Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for the 3.26 Mercenaries of Trathis League with another mini series. This is going to be unfortunately witnessed. I'm not going to guarantee how long this series is going to be because there is a game jam that I plan on joining in a couple of days, right? 3 days, 15 hours. And I'm going to be focusing on this pretty much until the TLI season start. But let's get into it. Unfortunately, Witnessed episode 1 is going to be going over the Elder Slayers Maven invitation. We were going to do the Forgotten with the synthesis maps that we had farmed, but unfortunately GGG really didn't do any favors to the synthesis maps when they decided to take all of the synthesis items off of them, because not only do they not respect your atlas because they're a unique map, they're a tier 11 map on top of that, and then on top of that, the old thing that they were good at, generating gold, is no longer relevant because they buffed gold, so there's much better gold farming strategies. So they're pretty bad, right? You still can farm the Forgotten and you will make profit. You can buy these for 20C each, right? And on average, you will usually drop the Cortex by the fourth map, either from the Forgotten Invitation or from one of the 4 maps. I was getting Cortexes rather frequently, and Cortexes sell for 100C. If you pay 80C for the set, you make profit, plus you get Maven Splinters, and you can sell the Maven's Writ, and you get Awakened Gems sometimes as well, right? But overall, it's really underwhelming because it is a tier 11 map. You really can't get that much from it. So that's why we decided to do the Elder Slayers as the first video instead. And if we go ahead and take a look at our atlas, this is what our tree is looking like. It has very few changes from our map farming atlas because we are essentially trying to sustain some of these maps. The big differences are we are taking destructive play, and there is a huge chunk of useless nodes that we really don't have anywhere to put, right? All of these Searing Exarch nodes are having zero benefit because we're doing destructive play. We're Maven witnessing the maps, we're not Searing Exarch witnessing them. So these 20-ish points, or how many ever points this is, I don't think it's 20, I think it's closer to like 12 or something, you can put wherever you want. I could not figure out a spot that I wanted to put them because for these maps, we're not full clearing the map. What we're doing is we're clearing like 45% of the map. We're pretty much running straight to the boss. We're killing the boss, we're killing the Elder Slayer, and then we're doing the invitation. So overall, these maps are relatively fast because we are not fully clearing them. The rewards that you're going to be getting from this is going to be all of the Maven chisels, which are worth quite a bit actually. Right now, I'm selling some of the Avarice chisels. As you can see, they're selling for 70C each. I'm selling them for 72 because that's more of like the average price they were showing. If we go ahead and take a look at the other chisels, right? These are selling, the chisel proliferation are selling for 40C each. If we look at the divination, they're selling for 30C each. And I think there's one more chisel, right? The chisel of the scarabs is selling for 22 to 25C each. And with destructive play, the bosses are dropping multiple of these chisels, right? Because we are taking the nodes right here to have the increased chance for bosses to drop Maven chisels. So we are getting a decent chunk of currency from just the Maven chisels. But on top of that, because we're farming the Elder Slayers, all of the Elder Orbs are available as well. So the Warlords, the Warlords, I don't know them off the top of my head. What is it? It's the Warlords Exalted Orb. There we go. We're just going to cheat. Crusaders, Warlords, Hunters, and Redeemers. I don't know why my brain wasn't working, but these are all actually relatively expensive right now as well. I don't remember these orbs being, oh, cool, that's old. I don't remember these orbs being this expensive at this point in the league. I don't know if something different is going on right now, but the majority of the Conqueror Exalted orbs are like 1.6, 1.7 div each. So really good profit there. But that's not all, because you're also going to be farming the Orb of Conflict that comes from the fight. And this is selling for essentially 1 div each. I sold a bunch of them for 260 C each earlier, so they're not even selling for 1 div. They're over 1 div. On top of that, you're also going to be able to sell the Maven's Writs, and I've been selling these for 1.2 each. I usually just farm up to 10 and then sell it for 12 div, and I've done that about twice so far, right? And then on top of that, you get the fragments for the Cirrus fight, which it says they're 10C, I'm sorry, it says they're 15C each, but they are not. If you go ahead and look at these, they're usually all above 20C each, right? So you get one of those as a base drop from every map. Now, if you're buying the maps, you're going to have less profit, obviously, but if you ran the farming strategy in the last video, you should have a ton of these maps, right? We almost have a full tab of Shaper Guardians, and we have like half a tab of Elder Guardians from running the last strategy and this strategy. We're going to farm these next and probably make a whole bunch of money. We might also farm these ourselves, since Awakener's orbs are apparently 3.5 div and Orbs of Dominance are 4.3, which is kind of crazy to me. But that's essentially the Atlas and the rewards. Let's go over the scarabs that we are using. We're using an Influencing Scarab of the Hordes just for mobs. We're using a Cardo Scarab of Escalation. But even though we're not running 8 modded maps, we're still doing it for more map drops overall, right? To try to sustain some of these maps. Then we have the Scarab of Monstrous Lineage, once again, just more mobs. And then we have two Cartography Scarabs of Multitude, essentially just for more maps on top of that. All of these, right, are essentially for potentially dropping T17s, which is something else that you can drop in these maps. And the T17s are like 40 plus C each. You can get much higher if you're selling them in bulk, especially Sanctuary and Citadel. I sold a bunch of Citadels earlier for, I think it was like 80 C. No, not Citadel, Fortress. I sold for like 80C, and then I sold a bunch of Sanctuaries, I want to say, for like 60C. I don't know. You sell them for more than what they're showing, right? At a baseline, it's like 40C per T17. And then, like I mentioned as well, you're pseudo-sustaining the maps that you're running. And like I mentioned, you're just running straight to the boss majority of the time. You're killing it. They fixed it where destructive play no longer has that weird bug where if you kill the final map boss too fast, it won't proc. Now it will still proc. Even if you kill the map boss, the Maven will still proc the destructive play bosses. And I don't know if it's a bug or something, but I was getting double procs of this. I was getting destructive play to proc when I was killing the map boss, but then when I was killing the Elder Guardian, I'm sorry, not Elder Guardian, Elder Slayer, it was procking again. So I don't know if that was a bug or what was going on, but sometimes when I was fighting Drox or Baron, the Maven would be like, oh, here's your reinforcements. I didn't know that it could proc like that multiple times. This may be one of the best ways to use destructive play because you have the multiple shots. Oh, I forgot one thing. You're also doing a bunch of 10 ways in general because of destructive play. So every like 12, 13 maps, you usually have a 10-way fight as well. And that is going to drop you additional awakened gems and usually only one or two Maven Red splinters. How I was running the Elder Slayer's fight is I was just hitting it with an alchemy. I wasn't rolling for any specific quantity rarity. I was just alching it, and as long as it didn't have reduced aura effect, I was doing it right, because that's like one of the only mods this build really can't do. Less armor kind of sucks too. But yeah, that's pretty much the strategy. We're going to be running this for, unfortunately, witnessed episodes 2 and 3, potentially for at least the Twisted and the Forum for sure. I don't know if I'm going to do the Feared. We tested a Feared and it actually went relatively well. We only used 2 portals. And we don't even have a Doriani Merc. We are going to set one up here shortly. That way I like triple my damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video and the strategy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time.